Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kim Dix here. Glad you joined us here on The Take on this Thursday, January 20th, 2022. Yes, 2022. Yes, this is The Take, the hub of pop culture. We have the entertainment of the week and the pop culture of the week. So, let's not waste no time. Let's get started. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Because we do The Take every Thursday here on Connect TV. Let's get you caught up with the big story. On the big story this week, man, this is a follow-up from yesterday's viral where we profiled Jamielynnspears addressing her sister Britney about their riff, the sibling riff on She Say Miss. Now Britney Spears respond even worse in a subtle way that she feels Jamilyn is entitled, she's a brat, she's all this and that. Let's get to the latest on what Britney Spears just revealed about her sister's past. Take a look.
Britney Spears and her sister Jamie Lynn is intensifying big time. Britney's lawyer Matthew Rosegard just sent a cease and desist letter to Jamie Lynn as she continues to promote her memoir, Things I Should Have Said. The letter demands that you cease and desist from referencing Britney derogatorily during your promotional campaign. Then comes this stern warning. If you fail to do so or defame her, Britney will be forced to consider and take all appropriate legal action.
Call Her Daddy.
This week, Jamie Lynn appeared on the podcast Call Her Daddy. The host read this disturbing excerpt from her book.
You right. Britney said to me, "Baby, I'm scared." And she took a large knife from the kitchen, pulled me along to my room, and locked us both inside.
That was really scary, and I hated that happened. But also, she must have been in pain too. But I was a kid. I didn't know what to do.
The podcast and Jamie Lynn's entire publicity tour is infuriating Britney. Today, she posted this expletive-filled rant. "You selfish little brat. Blank you, Jamie Lynn. You shut me out when I needed you the most." Yikes. So, can a cease and desist order really keep Jamie Lynn quiet?
A letter like this is pretty much doomed to failure. Either it's going to just generate more interest in the sister's book, or if it winds up in court, Britney would lose because you have to show malice. You have to show you absolutely knew you were lying and trying to hurt somebody's reputation. Almost impossible to do.
Despite all the sibling drama, Jamie Lynn says she still loves her big sister and always will.
I love my sister. I'm her biggest fan. But guess what? Sisters are sisters or whatever, you know.
Yes, Britney Spears and Jamielynnspears were sisters. They had a bond. They had a unique, close bond. But now that bond has been broken. And Britney Spears not holding back one bit. Even went on Instagram and Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and wrote this nasty letter about her sister, saying her sister is entitled, she's spoiled, she's a brat. She was talking negative about their mom and abusing their mom. And Britney Spears said she wanted to slap her when she was young. But when you look at it, Britney Spears and Jamielynnspears are just 10 years apart. Britney born in 81, Jamie Lynn born in 91. So it's a 10-year age gap. But they're still sisters. But how could we not see those signs when they first was there? And that was the question. But you can see right here these posters, right? Britney Spears did not hold back one bit, saying all this stuff. And you got to wonder, will this wars continue on? That's the question. Ooh. Let's hope they both need therapy. I'm telling you. All right. In celebrity news, Cardi B stepping up. She said that she will cover all the funeral costs of the Bronx 5 victims. Big ups to Cardi B. Cardi B trying to do something, what I call PR thing, just to get herself up and build up her reputation. But if Cardi B want to get a write-off and trying to do something good, charitable, kudos to her. Hats off to her. I'm telling you. Well, speaking of that, Carly's friend J-Lo showing off her outfit on Instagram with the jacket on, jacket off. I think J-Lo's still in that thirst trap stage that she wants to stay relevant, and she'll find any way to stay relevant to keep her name on the pulse. You know how J-Lo is with that. You know how that be. So J-Lo trying to start a new year off. Like last year, she had a nasty breakup. Speaking of that, media mogul Tyler Perry says he's bringing Madea out of retirement and she's coming to Netflix. We just don't know what the certain project going to be, but we know it's going to be good. Hopefully it ain't bad than his writing is. Hopefully. Then he had high rise. He's talking about he was kind of stagnant, had writer's block, making stuff that wouldn't make no sense, but in his own head thought it made sense. So Tyler Perry bringing Madea back to Netflix. Netflix become the superpower and stuff. Even Netflix raising their prices and stuff. I don't know why Netflix raising the prices. I think they're just trying to say, hey, we got getting big stars, big attraction, so you got to pay and stuff. So I think Netflix close to raising to $15 to $15 or something like that. Man, all right. On talk shows this week, Nick Cannon on the Nick Cannon show. Nick reveals his biggest pet peeve, well not pet peeve, but his biggest insecurity that what he does in the bedroom. Take a look.
On every man panel, are there any insecurities when it comes to the bedroom? I'm gonna tell you off top, I definitely have an insecurity when it comes with being intimate. And Rip was just making fun of. I've been skinny all my life. So therefore, I'm never like to be completely naked. So like it's usually on like a hide under the cover. Yeah. As much as I boast about being in shape and stuff, just keep like shirt on. You ever Winnie the Pooh?
Nick Cannon said he completely don't like to get naked in the bedroom. But hey man, you got all 10 of those kids. You had to get naked for some reason. You had to get down with the get down. Nick Cannon, come on, I'm not buying that one bit. But it's your business. If you like saying that just to shock viewers and stuff, but you had to get naked and court those women. I'm telling you right now. Speaking of that, the women of The View, they honor fashion icon Andrew Leon Talley, who sadly passed away at the age of 73. Andrew Leon Talley was a member of the alphabet community. He was the creator. He helped with Vogue, helped Anna Wintour. So let's look back at the women of The View, especially Whoopi, reminisce about Andrew Leon Talley with this.
Again, saying goodbye to another one-of-a-kind icon, Andre Leon Talley, the larger-than-life fashion visionary, pioneering editor-at-large of Vogue, and celebrated fashion journalist. He was many things, and one of the greatest things that he was someone you could say, can I do this better? Can I wear this better? What colors would look better on me? So what should I be thinking about? And he would say, well, darling, no. You should be thinking about this, or don't think about anything and just be you. Yeah. There was no one like him. There was no one like Andre. And, you know, he could make you crazy, you know, because he would just say something, you say, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? You can't wear that with that. But I've had the greatest adventures with him. We stayed at my house quite a bit, going back and forth, and he's the reason I ended up doing fashion stuff, because he escorted me in and said, sit down, this is something you should be doing. You know, he did that.
Yes, Andrew Leon Talley will be missed. His fashions and his expertise and his criticism a lot of people. So it is what it is. All right, don't go anywhere. We will be back with more tape. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the tape. I'm your host, Kendrick Dix, on this Thursday, January 20th, 2022, here on the tape, the hub of pop culture, where we talk about pop culture entertainment moments of the week. But first thing first, Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the tape. All right, let's get to the political rundown. Now, everybody has been talking about this voter right bill, the John Lewis Act, to ensure everyone doesn't be with the voter fraud and stuff like that. Even President Biden was trying to get it passed before Martin Luther King Day, and that failed because of 2 Democratic senators. Well, let's listen. Let's hear what's going on with the voting rights bill and what progress has it made before it got killed once again. Take a look.
Congress. This measure is sweeping. It would expand mail-in voting, early voting. It would make Election Day a federal holiday. Democrats need the support of at least 10 Republicans to get it passed. Right now, they do not have a single one. They have scrambled for weeks to try and figure out another pathway forward, insisting that they should change the Senate rules in order to pass this without any Republican support. But 2 moderates in their own party, Senator Joe Manchin and Senator Kyrsten Sinema, are not on board with that plan. So the bottom line, voting rights legislation is expected to fail for the 5th time, and this will be a major setback for President Biden and his administration. Democrats say the stakes could not.
That's it. When you got Democrats and Republicans just on the same issue, agreeing together, something ain't right. But I digress. Hopefully this gets passed sometime when it can. Hopefully by the time John Lewis's birthday, what the ceremony that would be, or commemorate, celebrate. But come on, let's get this passed so we can just stop this voter fraud stuff. The Republicans making it seem like, well, they can go over there to this district, this little fire station, and then they can go right over here to this fire station, go right back over here to the voter center, and then vote multiple times. Come on, that's where they got these voting registration cards for wherever you align at. That's your district. Come on, crazy. All right, speaking of that, on the reality show clip now. And special shout out to Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama turned 58 this week. Shout out to Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama looking radiant as ever. And she's looking good as our first lady, former first lady. As well as Betty White. This past Monday would have been her 100th birthday. She passed away 3 weeks ago. Betty White will be remembered. This is one of the last remaining photos of Betty White. She looked beautiful, radiant, and looked like a rose. So Betty White, rest in peace, Godspeed. So keep getting your rest, Betty. You deserve it. All right, on the reality show clip now this week, Portia Williams of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's no longer part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's showing off her car when her fiance got her, and Portia stars in that Bravo show. Haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna start binge watching it, but she gets a new Bentley. So Portia gets in a Bentley. Nice Bentley, Portia. How much time it paid for it? That's the question. Portia, you know what? So, know how that be. All right. On news this week, rapper Snoop Dogg has filed trademark to perhaps start a new restaurant business. And he wants to be in the hot dog business. Snoop Dogg right here. Is this point? Could this be Snoop Dogg's new hot dog logo with him as a dog? As a hot dog? Perhaps. Who knows? He might sell that. He might sell weed. He might sell anything. We already know he got a weed business, so that's one. But Snoop Dogg could be selling hot dogs in the near future. I'd like to buy a Snoop Dogg. If it's good, I'll be one of your franchisees and take it to the next level. I'll tell you that right now. Snoop, and no more meal. Can I have a Snoop Dogg? Can I have a sexual seduction? Can I have gin and juice dog? There you go. Imagine having a hot dog with gin and juice. Come on, can't beat it. All right, and finally, the viral video of the week. The viral video of the week is a Mobile, Alabama girl poses as her different version of Spider-Man. We know there's different versions of Spider-Man. If you watch the Spider-Man cartoon universe, there's a pig Spider-Man and a rugged Spider-Man that was down on his luck. some inspiring people that are out there. So as you see right here, girl doing her thing in Spider-Man with Afro puffs. I'm been rough and stuff in my Afro puffs. Yeah, alright now, with your bad self. Alright, thank you all for watching this edition of The Tape on this Thursday, January 20, 2022. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long, and we'll see you next week for another edition of The Tape. See you later.